Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Thursday. It's your boy, Jason Thrifts. And I wanted to remind you that I have my show tonight, and we are back to normal. Never normal. But I usually do my how-to videos on Thursday night. I don't think I've done one in a couple of weeks, but here we are. We're back. And I got a topic that comes up so often in my groups. I see it come up in other groups. And when the question is asked, it always is surprising to me because it is second nature to me. But then I got to remember what's second nature to one person isn't always second nature to another person. Ooh, my nose itches. So when you go and buy a huge lot of the same thing, I don't mean you go buy a whole house and everything in it. I mean, when you buy, oh, wrong button. Ha, psych. When you buy 7,000 videotapes in one shot, what do you do? How do you figure out your profit or what your profits could be before you make that purchase? Because you shouldn't go into a purchase of this size and be like, I think so. You got to know what you're doing and you got to figure it out. And that's where it becomes second nature to me, is figuring it out. Sitting down with my laptop, pictures of the lot I'm going to buy, and making up a spreadsheet. And when people say, should I buy this lot? And they post a picture or a link to the lot, I always ask, well, did you figure out what the sales will be? Wow, what? So I'm like, okay, just because it's normal in my head, which my head ain't that normal, it's not normal in everybody's head. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight on the how to see collection, like the one Stacy is modeling in front of, to show how big it is, because Stacy's a little over 5 foot. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall. Each box holds 2 rows. And then that shelf has 1,000 sealed VHS tapes in it. When I saw this, how did I break it down? How did I figure it out? So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Hi, Mom. Hello, Lisa. Hello from Holland and Japke. I apologize if I butchered that. Thanks for tuning in. Now, I don't know what time it's going to be in Holland, but it's 8 o'clock here on in the United States on the East Coast, 5 o'clock on the West Coast. That's what time the how-to is. Hello, Todd. How the hell are you? Going to be a little bit longer how-to. My how-tos have usually been 10 to 15 minutes. But I really wanted to show you the different kinds of lots I break down. And so this one's going to be about a half hour. It is pre-recorded because I had to do all the work. I had to speed up some of it. So this was definitely one I can't do live because it would be too boring. So to make sure y'all are entertained and not bored, I pre-record most of these things and then edit them so it flows a lot better. Plus, Stacy called me in the middle of cutting the video. So there was 10 minutes of her and I yammering on about what's for dinner. Hello, Tom. What's happening? So, it's mean and lean, and it's still 30 minutes, but it's, I'm showing you how to break down this and that and that. And here's how you make the spreadsheet to know what your sales are going to be. But I've been doing it so long, I don't really have to do the spreadsheets anymore. I can really read a lot and be like, let's go. So when we bought this, when I bought this lot, it was in Denver. I drove it back. I spent $700 on the lot plus flight up, moving truck back, 2 nights hotels. And so I was in about $1,000, give or take. And in the first 25 solds, I was at like $2,000. So right away, I'm into profit. Even taking away all the time it took to get it down here, I'm into profit, and I sold the big ones. And then every day we sell 1 or 2 $15, $20 ones. And that's all still the sealed ones. Now we're going to start sorting through all the used ones. And so I knew right away that my profit's going to be in the multi-thousands. But if you've never done videotapes, you can't just go, okay, I'll try. No. You need to sit down and work it out. And that's what I'm going to show you tonight. So we're going to work through tonight and then be in the half hour, and I'll be in the chat the whole time. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. If you have the pocketbook, the time, and the space for long tail items, that's when you can go, I'm going to buy 7,000 VHS tapes. Because although all old media is new again, people are buying CDs and records and cassettes and reel-to-reels and VHS tapes. Of all those, VHS tapes will be the slower sale, but they still sell. I mean, in that collection, one of the first things I sold was $1,000 VHS tape, a legit $1,000 VHS tape. So yeah, you just gotta be able to have the time, the money, and the space to work it. And I have all three of those, so it's good for me. But I don't expect anyone who's never bought a lot to jump out and be like, I'm gonna buy 7,000 videotapes. I wouldn't recommend that. But once you've done a couple decent sized lots and you really want to go, get something pennies on the dollar, then dive in, because this is where the money is made. You get the big ones up and out. You've recovered your cost. You've got into profit. And then from that point on, everything is profit, just pure profit. Ooh, betas. That's the only way I buy. And I don't mind buying ones and twos, but big lots are fun. I bought 1,700 CDs for $1,400 from a junk store in town, and I've sold only 300 of the 1,700, and I've turned that into 6,000 in sales. So once you really get adept to whatever your specialty is, you can buy big lots if you know what you're doing and make crazy money. Now, there are going to be more how-tos, because not every one of these videotapes is worth my time to list, not even in lots. And so then I, like on my CDs, I take them to places where I trade in the crap. I took 94 CDs to a local record store last week from the junk collection, and they gave me $75. Now, less than $1 a CD, but these were junk CDs that were worth about $2 online. I am not wasting $2, wasting my time to sell $2 CDs. But if someone in a mass quantity wants to give me 75 cents a CD times 92, I'm in. And so that's kind of how you got to work it. There's always things to work in collections. Not everything's going to be good by itself. Some things are going to be good in lots. Some things are going to be good in the trash. Some things are going to be good to get traded in. Or how about a garage sale? So tonight we start the series. Yeah, we'll do a whole series. How to break down a whole lot. So tonight is how to determine if the lot you're looking at on Craigslist, on Facebook, auction house is worth your time. So that's where we're going to start tonight. Hello, Flipper Joe. How are you? And then we'll move on from there. So that's what we'll do. All right. So tonight on my YouTube channel, Jason T. Smith, 8 o'clock East Coast, 5 o'clock West Coast. Not sure what time in Holland. I'm going to guess the middle of the night, middle of the day, I think, middle of tomorrow. But set your alarms, set your Siri, set your Alexis, tell them to remind you at, 2 minutes to 8 East Coast time. Hey, go watch Jason on YouTube. All right, but have a great afternoon. I will see you in a little less than 4 hours from now. Peace.